Tune in to Kids Radio. The songs that you hear will help your music sense to grow. Tune in to Kids Radio and start your hands to clapping or tap your little toe. Tune in to Kids Radio and listen, we're ready to go.
Yeah, as you all know, I have gathered all of you here today because you are my friends, and I know you would want to help a friend.
Mr. Invento, would you just please get on with this? We all have things to do today.
Yeah, Mr. Invento, I got a baseball game I have to get to.
I would love to help you, Mr. Invento. I say to myself, sales, Mr. Invento needs you. So I brought Carmen myself right over here as quick as I could.
Well, I came over because Mr. Invento mentioned something on the phone about eating. That sounded like a good idea to me.
Oh, boy, you're always hungry, Blueberry. And what does a blueberry mean about food anyway?
I am coming to that, Daphne. Now, I have a little problem. It seems that my dog named Bernard has run off somewhere. I have made some special dog biscuits here to help us find him.
I see. You want Theodore, Carmen, the giant blueberry, Daphne, and me to run around this neighborhood with these dog biscuits and call out for Bernard, your dog?
Oh, well, in a way, you are right. Only we will all eat one of the dog biscuits each, yeah.
He's off his blinking bean, he is.
Oh, golly, why do we have to eat the dog biscuit ourselves, Mr. Invento?
Yeah, why not just try to find Bernard and feed them to him?
Because these are special dog biscuits. They are formulated by me to help all of us think like a dog. And once we think like dogs, we can find Bernard. It is simple, no?
Yeah, so simple that I'm not doing it. I'm not eating some wild dog biscuit that helps me think like a dog. I'm going now.
I think I'm with Aunt Carolyn. Bye now.
Hey, wait for me! I'm out of this loony bin, too.
But I need you to... Oh, very well. I will do it alone.
But you forget that little Carmen is still here, Mr. Invento.
Oh, yeah.
And see, I am eating my dog biscuit. I will help you.
I think I'll pass on the dog biscuits, but I'll just hang around here anyway, okay? Oh, thank you, Carmen, and thank you, Blueberry. I will eat mine biscuit also. It won't be long now, Bernard. Oh, boy, we'll find you. Hang on, Bernard.
Our dog Bernard lived in the backyard until one warm July day, when our dog Bernard, who lived in the backyard, decided to run away. He left a note taped to the front door.
I'm tired of this life,
he said.
I'm tired of eating dog food. Blech. And getting chased off all the beds.
Our dog Bernard lived in the backyard until one warm July day, when our dog Bernard, who lived in the backyard, decided to run away. He ran off with the milkman and is living with him now, I hear. Spends his nights down in darkened barrooms, smoking cigarettes and drinking beer. Our dog Bernard lived in the backyard until one warm July day, when our dog Bernard, who lived in the backyard, decided to run away. He's living in a Jersey flop house now, going to the dogs, I fear. Hangs around railroads and truck stops, sends us a Christmas card every year. our dog Bernard lived in the backyard till one warm July day. When our dog Bernard, who lived in the backyard, decided to run away. Oh, Bernard, Bernard, please come back. Bernard, you know that I love you. I'll let you drive in the Cadillac. I'll make it all up to you. Well, our dog Bernard lived in the backyard until one warm July day. When our dog Bernard, who lived in the backyard, decided to run away.
We'll return for more Kids Radio Show after this.
Oh, I wanna be a dog, wanna wag my tail, chase cars and knock over garbage cans, bite the man who brings the mail. Oh, I wanna be a dog, wanna lie on the floor, chase squirrels and cats, run away from rats, chew your shoe and bark at the door. Oh, I wanna be a dog, wanna dig big holes, flirt with French poodles and basset hounds and pee on telephone poles. Oh, I wanna be a dog. Oh, I wanna sniff ground, scratch fleas and ticks and run after sticks. I just wanna be a hound. Oh, I wanna have dog breath, wake the neighbors too. I'll lick your hand, be the best friend a man don't have nothing better to do. Oh, I wanna be a dog. I want my nose to be wet. I got a college degree, but all I wanna be is somebody else's pet. Oh, I wanna be a dog, wanna wag my tail, chase cars and knock over garbage cans, bite the man who brings the mail.
Mr. Invento and Carmen Gigantica have turned into a German Shepherd and a Mexican Chihuahua after eating some special dog biscuits formulated by Mr. Invento. The dog biscuits were only supposed to make them think like a dog so they could track down Bernard, Mr. Invento's dog that has been missing for several days. The giant blueberry has let both of them out of the house to continue the search.
Mr. Invento, wait for me. My little legs are not as big as yours. We Chihuahuas have to take littler steps than a German Shepherd.
Okay, I will slow down. Now let's see. Where would Bernard go?
Now that we are dogs, I am getting some good ideas, Mr. Invento. Let's go over to the alley and go through some of the trash cans.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. No telling what kind of yummies we might find.
I can't reach up to the top of this big trash can to dump it over. You will have to do it.
No problem. I'll just put my paws on the side of it and give it a little push. Yeah!
Oh, this is great. Look at all the empty cans.
Yeah, we can lick out the food that humans leave inside of them, hey? Can you believe they waste so much good stuff?
And it all tastes so good.
Wait a minute. What was that?
What are you talking about?
Over there, across the street by that big tree. See? It is a squirrel. Quick, we have to catch it. Come on.
Carmen, don't let him get away. Let's go.
I'm a furry squirrel with a bushy tail, and I scamper here and there, scamper everywhere, looking for some nuts. I'm a furry squirrel with a bushy tail, and I scamper here and there, scamper everywhere, looking for some nuts. I've got some nuts on my nose, nuts on my toes, nuts on my head, nuts in my bed, nuts in my paws, nuts in my jaws. Crack, crack, pop. I'm a furry squirrel with a bushy tail, and a scamper here and there, scamper everywhere, looking for some nuts. I'm a furry squirrel with a bushy tail, and a scamper here and there, scamper everywhere, looking for some nuts. I've got some nuts on my nose, nuts on my toes, nuts on my head, nuts in my bed, nuts in my paws, nuts in my jaws. Crack, crack, pop. Furry squirrel with a bushy tail, and I scamper here and there, scamper everywhere, looking for some nuts. I'm a furry squirrel with a bushy tail, and I scamper here and there, scamper everywhere, looking for some nuts. I've got some nuts on my nose, nuts on my toes, nuts on my head, nuts in my bed, nuts in my paws, nuts in my jaws. Crack, crack, pop. Yum!
Yo, Bill, the same to you, squirrel. Come down out of that big tree and bite like a dog. You coward!
Mr. Invento, why are we barking up these three at a squirrel?
Because they are vermin. They are the lowest of the low. Because they are tree climbers that think they are smarter than dogs. Because... Well, I don't know why, really. It just sort of swept over me when I saw it running around like that, you know?
We must be careful. That car almost hit us when we ran across the street.
Yo, it can be dangerous being a dog. You are right. We must concentrate on finding mine dog, Bernard, and stop acting so silly. I have an idea.
I hope it isn't to go look for a cat to chase.
No, Nine. No, you see that little girl playing in her front yard over there? Well, maybe if we go play with her, she can tell us if she has seen my dog Bernard. He is a big, friendly dog and likes kids a lot. Come on.
I will race you to her, Mr. Invento.
Okay.
Daddy, keep the big dogs away. Don't hurt me. Daddy.
Hey, what is this? More dogs coming in my front yard and attacking my little girl? I've had it with dogs that aren't on a leash.
What? No, you see, we are looking for mine dog Bernard, and all he wanted to do was play with the little girl who has some...
Mr. Invento, he can't understand us.
What?
All that humans hear when we talk, he's barking.
Oh, yeah.
Vicious curs and mutts on the loose. It's not safe in this neighborhood. Get out of here. I'll teach you to attack little girls. Take that. I'm calling the dog pound. I've had it with dogs that think they can wander into someone's front yard, especially mine.
Mr. Invento, aren't you okay? He hit you in the head with a rock.
Yo, it hurts, but I am okay. I could do lieber. Did you see that guy's face? It was all twisted up. What was the matter with him? Anyway.
It is too bad. The little girl will see the way he acts, and she will learn only to be afraid of dogs.
Yeah.
She will grow up fearing them, even if they are friendly.
Yo, maybe a dog has bitten him in the past or something. You know, I can see why. But he is not handling his anger about it very well at all.
Sometimes people get bossy. They yell at you, tell you what to do. Some people even hit, try to make you do things you don't want to do. You may be angry and you may be mad and you may be feeling mean and bad and you want to hit and bite and hurt, knock me down in the rocks and dirt, but I hold up my hand and I say stop. You can't hurt me, but you can yell a lot. I don't like you, like you. I don't like you today. I don't like you. I don't like you. Just get out of my way. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you today. I don't like you. I don't like you. Just get out of my way. You may be angry and you may be mad and you may be feeling mean and bad and you wanna hit and bite and hurt and knock me down in the rocks and dirt, but I hold up my hand and I say stop. You can't hurt me, but you can yell a lot. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you today. I don't like you. I don't like you. Just get out of my way. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you today. I don't like you. I don't like you. Just get out of my way. Move.
Come here, doggies. I got something real nice for you. Come on now, you can trust me.
Who is this fellow driving the white-covered truck with a little yellow light on top, Mr. Invento?
Well, I don't know, but he seems like a nice enough fellow after dealing with that irate neighbor guy. Let's see what he wants.
Okay. If he likes dogs so much, he may even know where your dog is, Mr. Invento.
Yeah. That's right, doggies. Come to Papa, nice and easy. Now I gotcha. Now in the back of the truck with both of you. Ha! That was an easy couple to say. Oh no! Now I know who he is. He's the dog catcher. Oh, that irate guy called the dog pound on us for doing nothing at all.
Oh, don't worry. Our owners will come and bail us out of the pound.
Carmen, don't you remember? We don't have any owners. We're nobody's bow wows.
One night when the weather was stormy, I heard a scratch at the door, and there was a lost little puppy. I never had seen him before. He's nobody's bow wow, nobody's pup, nobody's company. I sure hope nobody calls me up and takes my bow wow from me. His tail was so wiggly waggy, his ears were sweeping the ground. His fur was so raggy and shaggy, but he looked oh so glad to be found. He's nobody's bow wow, nobody's pup, nobody's company. I sure hope nobody calls me up and takes my bow wow from me. My dad put an ad in the paper for everybody to see, 'cause if he was somebody's bow wow, he just couldn't stay home with me. He's nobody's bow wow, nobody's pup, nobody's company. I sure hope nobody calls me up and takes my bow wow from me. I waited and waited and waited and shivered down to my toes, but nobody wanted my bow wow, so he's mine from his tail to his nose. He's my little bow wow, my favorite pup, my favorite company. I'm so glad nobody called me up, 'cause now he belongs
will return for more Kids Radio Show in a moment.
Here, Rattler, here. Here, Rattler, here. Call old Rattler from the barn. Here, Rattler, here. Old Rattler was a good old dog, blind as she could be. But every night at supper time, I believe that dog could see. Here, Rattler, here. Here, Rattler, here. Call old Rattler from the barn. Here, Rattler, here. Treed the other night, I thought he treed a coon. Went to see what he was barking at, he was howling at the moon. Here, Rattler, here. Here, Rattler, here. Call a Rattler from the barn. Here, Rattler, here. Well, Rattler and the yellow hen were good friends, as you know. Set the hen on buzzard eggs, she hatched out Grandpa Jones. Here, Rattler, here. Here, Rattler, here. Call a Rattler from the barn. Here, Rattler, here. Here, Rattler, here. Here, Rattler, here. Call a Rattler from the barn. Here, Rattler, here.
Mr. Invento and Carmen Gigantica have run into some troubles after some of Mr. Invento's special dog biscuits turned them into a German Shepherd and a Mexican Chihuahua. An irate neighbor had them picked up by the local dog pound for attempting to sniff at his daughter.
Mr. Invento, what are we going to do? We are locked in here with all these other dogs. How are we going to be able to tell the dog catcher that we are really humans? Every time we try to talk, all humans hear is just barking.
Well, try to stay calm, Carmen. I will think of something. I think.
Well, see if you can find out information about these places from one of the other dogs locked up in here.
Let's see. That bulldog looks a little rough to me. I better not ask him. Or maybe I can ask this Labrador with the red bandana on his neck a few questions. Oh, Zer!
Yeah? What do you want?
I would like to introduce myself and mine associate here. I am Mr. Invento, and this is Carmen Gigantica.
If your owners gave you those names, you should have either bitten them or thrown yourself out a window.
You see, we are not really dogs. No, we are actually humans that have just temporarily turned into dogs, yeah.
Right, and I'm not really a dog either. That's what I keep trying to tell the dog catcher, but he just seems to ignore my story. He got this wild idea that I'm a Labrador.
Well, that's fascinating. What are you really?
Mickey Mouse.
Perhaps you can help us, senor. We didn't catch your name.
Well, I tell you what. I've kept this quite quiet since I've been in this pound, but since you're both brave enough to tell me your real names, I'll tell you mine, but you've got to promise not to repeat it to anyone. Understand?
We promise.
Okay. My name is Cat.
Cat?
Oh, you nitwit mutts! I said don't repeat that name in here. Oh.
I got a dog, and my dog's name is Cat. Bet you never heard a thing half as crazy as that. But not only that, I got a cat, and Cat's name is Dog, like dog's name is Cat. Now with my dog Cat and my cat dog, I confuse who's who, the cat or the dog. Now I bet you think that's pretty absurd, but wait till you hear about my fish bird. Yeah, I got a dog, and my dog's name is Cat. Bet you never heard a thing half as crazy as that. But not only that, I got a cat, and Cat's name is Dog, like dog's name is Cat. Now my fish bird lives in my fish tank next to my pet goose who goes hank hank. But listen to me and just hear this. I got a bird and I call him Fish. Yeah, I got a dog and my dog's name is Cat. Bet you never heard a thing half as crazy as that. But not only that, I got a cat, and Cat's name is Dog, like dog's name is Cat. With
my goose, my bird, my dog, fish, and cat. People all stare when I tip my hat, 'cause it's strange as can be when we walk in the park. Stranger still when the cat starts to bark. Yeah, I got a dog and my dog's name is Cat. Bet you never heard a thing half as crazy as that. But not only that, I got a cat, and cat's name is Dog, like dog's name is Cat.
Can you believe all the dogs in the pound get so excited when you just say the name of
Don't say it again, Mr. Invento.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, please don't do that again. These curs have been in here too long, and they're all looking for any kind of excitement.
Yeah.
It gets boring in here.
Who is that little terrier type guy sitting over there in the corner?
Huh? Oh, that's Ginsberg, the pound poet. He's been in here far too long. All he does all day is recite poems that he makes up. He gets pretty heavy at times.
What did you mean?
What is the meaning of being a dog and philosophical stuff like that. Hey, Ginsberg, how about a poem for these new mutts?
Is a dog some kind of funny flower?
No, you can't plant dogs in pots.
Then is a dog some kind of shooting star?
No, dogs can't twinkle in the sky.
Well, is a dog some kind of weird hamburger?
No, they just won't fit between the buns.
Is a dog some kind of crazy book?
No, you can't read a poodle.
Then is a dog a kind of toothbrush?
No, silly, you can't brush with a beagle.
Well, is a dog a kind of lamp?
No, you can't put bulbs in a mud.
Is a dog a new kind of bicycle?
No, imagine changing tires on a spaniel. You've got a very good imagination, but in my opinion, a dog is just a dog.
There he is!
Who?
Mine own dog, Bernard!
What? You're a dog and you own your own dog?
Come here, Bernard! Come here, boy! Come on!
Oh, how degrading and sickening. It's bad when humans do that to you. But to have another dog talk to you that way, you'll be lucky if he doesn't lay your ears back.
Hey, what's the big idea, you flea-bitten whipper? Bernard! It is me, your owner, Mr. Invento!
What? Why, you're crazy! My owner is too, now that I think about it. But anyways, you're a dog!
How did you get put in the dog pound?
Oh, this crabby neighbor down the street from where I live has trained his puppy, I guess them humans call them kids, to scream and go berserk when a dog walks in the yard. I made a mistake. I just wanted to get acquainted with her and be friendly, you know? Next thing I know, the neighbor had to pound down me.
Well, that is exactly what happened to us. You see, Bernard, it is me, your owner, Mr. Invento. Yeah.
Well, if you are him, how do you plan to spring us?
Mr. Invento, I feel strange. What is happening?
Oh, look, I do too. I think the dog biscuits are wearing off.
Oh, would you look at that? They're getting bigger. Well, I'll be darned! The German Shepherd's beginning to look like my owner! Oh, I'll be darned! It is him!
Ah, we are back to being humans. The doggy biscuits have worn off now.
Mr. Invento, help me with this gate on the dog pound front entrance. We must leave quickly.
Yeah, come on, Bernard. We must get out of here. What? Oh, very well. They can all come too. Okay, all you dogs. Cat!
return for the conclusion of Kids Radio Show in a moment.
Mr. Invento and Carmen each had a bad case of the fleas, but they're fine now. All characters in the show are fictitious, and any resemblance to real people or events is purely coincidental. The mean neighbor and Cat the Labrador were played by Mike Staubus. Bernard was played by Adam Hughes. The dog catcher was played by Ron Gabe. All Kids Radio Show episodes are written by Kel Pickens and co-produced by Carolyn, Meyer, and Kel Pickens. Till next week, bye!